Okay, good. All right, so now we know how we're going to build the pages. And so we know that, first of all, this starts with you developing a media library in your blog platform. So how do you do that? In the media library, you have a button that says Add New. Don't be afraid to get in here and break stuff. Do not be afraid. So get in here in the media library. We're walking through this, and this is being recorded. In order to start uploading images, you just simply hit Add New. This big box is going to appear, and it says drop files anywhere to upload or select files. Now, when you say select files, that means that these files are already on your hard drive. So what does that mean? I just took you to my hard drive where I had a file folder with dozens of images on one category. I've got dozens of file folders like that, right? That one file folder was on one category, and that was the new rich. And so over time, every day I'm on Google, and maybe at the beginning of the day, early morning, and then at the end of the day, I might take time and think of a search category, and then I'll go to Google Images and I'll pull images based on that category, and I'll load them to my hard drive so that later on, when I'm developing a capture page or a landing page, I can use that image. So that's what you want to do. So when you're developing your media library, you are going to select a file, like I'm going right here, and you won't be able to, I don't think you can see me. I just clicked on select files, and right now I'm in my pictures file. You can't see that part, can you?
No, can't see it.
Right, you can't see that part. So let me just, you will see me load up an image though. So let me go over here to where I was just a second ago. I was in an image file that said the new rich, and let me load up an image, and you're gonna see it populate over here in my media library. So here's an image that I liked. Did you see that image pop up? This one right here.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let me just, if I click on that, it'll go full screen. And because I've uploaded it to my blog, that image now has its own URL. Do you see this over here? Are you all able to see this part?
Yes.
Okay, good. That means that that image that I just uploaded to my blog now has its own URL, which means that I can take that image and put it anywhere. That image is now being hosted on the World Wide Web. Like right now it is. It was on Google arbitrarily, but now it's associated with my blog site, that image. Are you with me? So, it's the power of having your own blog site. There's so many things that are powerful about you having your own piece of permanent internet real estate, which is what your blog site is. So let me select another file. I'm just going to go in here in my hard drive and pull up another file. This was one that I liked. This is, a father and a daughter, and he is obviously taking care of business, providing just a high quality lifestyle for his daughter, and she's about to get on a private jet, right? And so this image has its own URL now. It was just an arbitrary image on the internet, on Google, but now it's part of Mahdi's library. So if I were to post this, it would direct the person back to my blog site. That's how powerful this is that we're talking about. If I were to post this image anywhere on the web now, it would lead, if a person clicked on it, it would lead them back to my blog page. I hope I hope your brain is spinning now as to how powerful this is that we're doing. So those are a couple of images. So now I've got a couple of images. So let me develop a landing page based on an image. So I uploaded an image to my media library, 2 images as a matter of fact. So let's just do one. And what I want to do now is scroll down. I hope you can see this. Let me know if you're following this. I'm going to scroll down to where it says Instabuilder. That is our, actually, I'm not going to scroll down to Instabuilder. Actually, it's already uploaded. It's on your pages. It's a part of your pages. This is a platform. It's more than a blog site. This is a blog platform. So Instabuilder is a tool suite that's been added to your blog site. That's how cool this is. So I'm going to go to pages because I want to build a page. So first thing is we went to our media library and we uploaded images. Number one, if you're taking notes, first thing is you're uploading images to your media library. Second thing is you're going to build a page. So you're going to click on pages. I'm going to right click on pages, open that to a new tab so that it stands on its own. You can see it come up at the top of this page. And so now I'm on the pages part of my blog site where I can add a new page, which is exactly what I want to do. These are existing pages that I have on my blog, right? Some of these are standalone pages built with Instabuilder. Others are pages that I use in various areas of my actual blog. For example, let me give you a page that I built. Some of you may have gotten a letter from me about a classic ebook series, right? Because now that you have invested in your own future as a part of you owning the Spark tool suite, part of that tool suite is that you get a classic ebook that's sent to you automatically every month at the beginning of the month, right? And so here's the page. I'll let you view this page that I built. One of the pages that I built to talk about that from Instabuilder, right? I built this page. Are you all seeing this page? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you see a Global Wealth Networks page. It says classic ebooks from the Masters of Personal and Business Development, and it lists a few titles, some of which you may be familiar with. Think and Grow Rich, Greatest Networker in the World, 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, The Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell, Richest Man in Babylon, Gary Vaynerchuk, Jab, Jab, Right Hook. So these are examples of some of the books that are that a person could expect to get each month. These are like blockbuster national bestsellers, New York Times bestsellers, and you get them free in PDF form, right? Wasn't free to me, but you get them in PDF form every month. You get a new book, a classic book. And so here is an example of a lead capture page that I've used for people that are on the Global Wealth Networks. This is a company that I have, Global Wealth Networks, where we share with people how they can build their own brand and their image for whatever their idea, their talent, their skill set is, their project, or their business opportunity, how they can build a brand for that, take it from an idea to something that's monetized online. And so one of the benefits of being a part of Global Wealth Networks is that they get this ebook series, and here's how they can get more information. So this is a lead capture page. So if a person is a leader, leaders are readers. And so when they see something, if I put this page out in the right places, leaders will see this and they'll say, wow, man, I can get these kind of ebooks every month. What is to this Global Wealth Networks? How do I find out more about it? And they fill in there, you've been through the drill, you fill in your name and email, and then a series of autoresponder messages go out to you if you were the person who subscribed for more information. And so we're going to be building a page like that. So I just wanted to give you an example of a page that I used Instabuilder to build. Very easy to do. This is a lead capture page. Very easy to do. So let's get to a landing page right now. So I'm on my pages and pages. Anybody have a question? Go right ahead or a comment. Rod, you might be breaking up. Is that you, Rod? If so, you're breaking up. Yeah, I think that is Rod. Rod, you're breaking up. So let me move forward. Whenever you get, whenever you really want to come back in, you can come back in.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, right ahead.
You just mentioned autoresponder. Is that built into the system?
Absolutely. Do you think I was going to leave you hanging? This is mine.
No, of course not. I just trying to find out.
Yes, sir. There's 6 digital tools that are part of the tool suite Spark, and I'm going to let you go back and take a look at that. That came in an email that was sent to you. So go back and look at that email on Spark, and it'll explain all 6 digital tools that are part of the tool suite. Okay? But yes, it's in there. Yes, you do. And autoresponders can cost you anywhere from $20 a month to as much as, depending upon how many subscribers you have that you're trying to reach, could be $100 a month for an autoresponder, right? You have an autoresponder for your favorite 4-letter word. What is it?
Love.
F-R-E-E. Okay, so here we go. Pages. I love to have fun. So pages. We're adding a new page. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to hit add new page, and I'm going to open that up in a new tab. $20 a month to... Somebody's got the... Come on, people. Somebody is on the panel, and you've got the live stream playing in the background. You got to close the live stream down if you're on the panel, or at least mute that. Mute that. Hit the volume thing over there. All right, good. So we're on a new page, and what we're going to do is scroll down. I'm just giving you the ABC of this. Scroll down to where it says Instabuilder Settings. Now, your normal blog page, if you just had WordPress, this is what you would have. You would have from up here where my cursor is, where it says Add Page, you would have this part, let me scroll down, to right here. In other words, this box is where you would be composing your page if you were building a blog page for your blog. If you were building a post for your blog, and pages are different from posts. Pages are the part of your blog site that are standard and stationary. They're fixed. They don't move. Let me give you an example. Hold on one second. Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Let me give you an example. So, hold on a second. So right here, this is site. Okay. So this is Global Wealth Networks. This is the home page. This is the corporate page for my company. This navigation bar has, each one of these tabs is a page. That's different from a post. A post is something that you change, right? Every day you can post to your blog. And if we went over here to the blog, you would see that there are a number of posts, recent articles. See, these are articles on the blog. That can change from hour to hour, day to day, every week. You can post on your blog. But the pages, on the other hand, are these things, are these pieces that are fixed. For example, the vision page on this blog is a fixed page. It's always going to be there. It's never going to move unless I move it. And it talks about the vision behind Global Wealth Networks, what it's all about, that we are here to provide 3 powerful solutions: access to a global member community, access to digital tools, access to important financial resources. And a person can click to find out more. We also win back 3 important freedoms. So this is an example of a page that's on your blog site. That's fixed. It doesn't move. Blog post, you write an article to your blog, and you can write that as often as you want. So enough of that. Got that. We're composing a page, and what I was showing that what I wanted to show you was that when you're composing a page, this area up here is where you're composing your page on a blog. But what we're doing, what you have is a blog platform. So you got all this extra stuff down here. This is Instabuilder. This has been added to super boost your blog site. And so this is like a whole nother thing on its own. So we're going to turn this post or page into a landing page. Click that button right there. And so now, what kind of page do we want to have? Do we want to have a squeeze page or a lead capture page? Or do we want to have a mini squeeze page? I'll show you examples of that later. No time tonight. Or do we want to have a single column page that we're going to be using as a sales page, an opt-in confirmation page, a thank you page, a landing page, etc. That's what we want. So when you're building a landing page, you want to click this first button where it says Enable Instabuilder. You want to make sure that's clicked on your page. See, this is where we were up here. Add a page. We didn't even put a title in. That's not important right now. We want to build this page. So we're going to, we are on the Add a New Page section of our blog platform. We came down to Instabuilder Settings. We're going to enable Instabuilder by clicking this button, and we're going to turn this page into a landing page. So in order to do that, I'm going to select single column page for a sales page. That's exactly what we're building. All right, so now I've turned this into a separate page that's not going to show on my blog platform. This is going to be an independent page, a free-floating page that I can take this page and put anywhere. It's not associated with your blog. It's totally separate. It's a landing page. And so as we scroll down here, there's some parameters. How wide do we want that page to be? Well, that depends on the image that I'm going to have on that page, doesn't it? So let me give you an example. The image, the page width here for a landing page can be anywhere from 400 pixels wide to 980 pixels, almost 1,000 pixels wide. As a normal rule of thumb for you, I would suggest that we use 900 pixels. 900 pixels. That gives you plenty of room to work with. Now, there's a number of ways that this page can be designed. I mean, a lot of different ways that the page can be designed. I want you to experiment on your own free time, but for right now, for the landing pages we're going to be building over the next 2 weeks as startup practice, we're going to make all these landing pages, see all these choices you have of style, we're going to make all these landing pages a boxed landing page, and you'll see what that means in a second. Okay, so what design color in the background do you want? My suggestion is that you use a gray or a blue. Stay away from the aqua colors, green and yellow. Stay away from the dark brown. Use a gray or a blue. They tend to go with most of the images that you're going to be using for your landing pages. So use gray or blue. I'm going to select blue, and then you'll notice that you have down below here an area that says headline area. We're going to come to that in just a second. We're going to come to that in a second. Okay, so right now, going back from the top, we're adding a new page. We came down. We're using Instabuilder settings to enable Instabuilder to turn this page into a landing page, a separate page that's going to operate all by itself. We clicked the page type to be a single column page. Out of all the selections, we clicked single column page for a sales page. Okay, We chose the width of this page to be 900 pixels. We have it as a boxed page design, and we chose as our color, as our design background color, blue. So far, so good. All right, great. And so now, what I want to do is I want to add, this is my headline area. This is going to go at the top of the page. So right now, you'll see that it has its own media area. It has its own area where you can add media into this. This is going to be the top part of your sales page. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Here is on the far right, two buttons. One says visual, one says text. It's how you're going to design your, it's the how can I say, the method in which you're going to design your page. Are you going to design your page using HTML text, or are you going to design your page from a graphic image standpoint? Because you guys are brand new, we're going to design everything in visual. Sometimes it's called WYSIWYG, or what you see, WYSI is what you get, WYG, WYSIWYG, right? What you see is what you get. So we're going to operate in visual. So everything you do is going to show up right here. So your headline goes here, and I can make this headline anything I want. It says your headline goes here. Now, so that you know how this is going to come up, here's another important button. I'm going to scroll up here towards the top, and you'll see that you have these set of controls down the right-hand panel of this page. The big blue button is your publish button. Whenever you have made a design entry to your page and you want to see what it looks like, you just hit publish. I'm going to do that right now, and it's set to publish immediately. So it's going to show me the results immediately. Okay, let me just scroll down. So publish is a big button. We're going to be using that one in just a second. And that's it. Yeah, that's it, because we're just doing a landing page. So this is the only button that we really want to be concerned with. And as we are making changes, we'll be hitting this publish button. Let me do it right now so you can get an idea. I'm going to hit publish. And it just published a blank page. The only thing that's about that page that's distinct now is that it has a headline on that page that says your headline goes here. So when I go over to look at see what that boxed page is, remember this is a sales page, right? That is 900 pixels in width. It's in boxed page design. I'm going to show you that in a second. And it has a light blue background. When I publish that page is going to have as a headline, your headline goes here. So let's go see what that looks like. I just published it. I hadn't even titled the page. Let's do this. Let's put this as test page 001. Test page 001. And I'm going to update it right here. See this button that was my publish button before is turned into an update button now because I'm still working. So I'm going to update. And so I can come back and find this page if I get taken away from work or I have to get up and go do something. I can come back and find this page on my blog platform under pages. See, if I go back up here to pages and I refresh, then I should have a page that says test. Oh, this is alphabetical. So it's going to be all the way back here somewhere. These are C's, N's, P, Where's my test page? Alaikum salam. How are you, sir? Great. I'm on a broadcast. Everything okay? Wonderful. Here it is. Test. Test page 001. That's it right there. I just wanted you to wanted to show you that it's going to be in your listing of pages. Now you all don't have any pages, so it's going to be easy for you to find. I've got four pages worth. Every one of these that you're looking at is a page. Can you imagine? Every one of these is a page. So I got a lot of pages. There's 4 pages of this, and it's probably 20 entries on each page. Probably a good 100 pages that I've built. So right here it tells you, right here, I'm sorry, 79 pages that have been built. So let's get back to our page. We're editing this page, test page 001. So let's go take a look at what that looks like. I updated the page by clicking this blue button. So now what appears right here under edit page is view. So I'm going to click on view right here. Right? I'm going to click on view. And I'm going to open that in a new tab. It opens up here. And I'm going to go take a look at that page that I just published. Here it is. And so here is what that page looks like. I told you your headline goes here. It's the only thing that's appearing on that page. And this is what I mean by boxed format. It has this nice border at the bottom. And cool thing is it has copyright, blah, 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 blah. Now yours is going to say whatever you want your blog. Let me go show you where that is. This is going to be so cool. Because this is yours. I mean, you are official now. So let's go back. I'm back to where I'm working on this page. I'm going to scroll all the way down. I'm on the main page of my Instabuilder, right, for this page that I'm building. And just below where it says your headline goes here, if I keep scrolling down, it says footer navigation. What's the text on your footer? Well, right here is what you saw on the other page. It had copyright. But I'm going to add something here. I'm going to say jet set. Hold on a second. Jet set lifestyle pros copyright 2015, all rights reserved. Boom, just like that, right? And then I'm going to update and watch what happens. Now I'm going to come back over to my test page. And I refresh that. This is going to change down here. See, it says just said Lifestyle Pros now. That's me. That's Mahdi. And when you develop your name, it'll be your name all over the internet. Whatever you brand yourself to be, right? You want to put this down here on each one of your pages, whatever you're branding yourself to be, right? Copyright reserved, copyright 2015, all rights reserved. So let's get back to the page that we're building. All right, the only thing we have on this page now is this headline. So we need to add an image in here. So what I want to do is I'm going to skip down because I don't know what I want the headline to be yet. I want to add an image. So I'm going to go to where it says Add Media, right here where it says Add Media. And I'm going to click on Add Media. And it's going to bring up all those images that are in your media file. Now, you don't have any yet. So you got to get busy adding media, adding images, uploading images to your media file so that you have some images to build landing pages from. So I'm going to choose this one with the father and the daughter. I'm going to choose that one. So I click on that, and it comes over here, and I see that wow, that image is 2,000 pixels wide times 1,000 pixels tall. Now I only had 900 pixels to work with, remember, on my page? So that's okay. I'm going to show you how to get around that. That's no big deal. So full size, if I scroll down a little further, I see that the attachment detail, the image details are over here. It told me that that image is 2,000 pixels wide. I didn't know that. Should have looked at that earlier, but that's okay. I can work around that. I'm going to get rid of this caption. That was a caption that came from Google Images. That's where I pulled the image from. So I can get rid of the caption. I don't want that caption on my image. And what do I want to title this? You don't have to title it, but oftentimes I title each one of my images. So I'm going to say father. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that blank. That's not important right now. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Lifestyle of abundance.
Okay, I'll save that. That's a great one. I'll save that. Now my alternate text is important. This part is important, your alternate text, because, ladies and gentlemen, that the alternate text is how your image is going to show up. Remember, I told you that image this image that I loaded right here now has its own URL, right? It has its own URL, and it's going to be displayed on the World Wide Web based on the text title that I give. Not this title, but this one, alternate text. That's how it's going to be displayed. I'll show you an example of how that comes up in a minute. But this part is really important. So what I'm going to put is Jet Set Lifestyle, and you'll figure out why in just a second, pros. Now, why did I use that as an alternate text? Because every image that I am posting on the web that relates to travel, that has my URL, I want it to be linked to my what am I calling this? This is kind of like my call sign for travel, particularly vacation travel. So every time I'm building a landing page, or anytime I'm building any kind of lead capture page, it's going to be with the alternate text. I'm going to load in the alt text Jet Set Lifestyle Pros. So anytime that image shows up, it's going to show up under that search term. Why? Because I want to build that search term up. Whatever search term you want to have your images tagged or linked to, that's what you should put in your alternate text. So if you're, whatever it is that you are using as phrases to brand yourself as a leader in the travel industry, you could pick several phrases. For example, create lifestyle freedom is a phrase that I use not for the travel industry, but to brand myself as a person that is championing how to move people from a job-based mindset into a project-based mindset, how to stop trading time for dollars. So every time that I'm doing any kind of blog post or image post or lead capture page, I'm using that speaks to that subject. I'm using create lifestyle freedom. I'm using that as an alt text, so that when people see those images out on the internet, when they click on them, they'll probably, if they're my images, they're going to go back to some post, some lead capture page, something that relates to create lifestyle freedom. I hope that makes sense. It will make sense. It'll make more sense as you begin doing it, and you'll be able to go to Google and you'll be amazed to see your own images coming up as you start building your image library and you do more and more landing pages. Remember, I got 79 pages on this blog platform alone. I have 2 other blog platforms. So there's a lot of images that I have out floating across the internet. As you build up your library, then the more images and the more media you put out there, the more sticking power you're going to have, and the more credibility your name is going to have over time. This is not overnight unless you put a whole bunch of time into it. It can be, but you got to put a whole bunch of time because you have to develop a lot of content. That's why I've been telling people, and I don't mean to digress, but I've been telling people that you have to brand yourself and your company simultaneously. It doesn't do you any good to be talking about vacation all the time and not be branding yourself along with that. You have to be a brand. As Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. You have to be the brand. You have to be a brand, right? It's equally important. You don't ever don't ever promote a company without promoting you. Because things can happen to the company, but you have control over what happens to you. You do. So never forget that part. So anyway, let me go on. That was my rant. We loaded this image up. That's what we're in the process of doing now. I put an alt text, my alt text associated with that image, just at Lifestyle Pros, and it's asking me, do I want to link that to a media file, or do I want to have a custom URL? Isn't that interesting? We'll go into this later. No, we'll do it right now. As I'm putting this image on this landing page, listen to me very carefully. As I'm putting this image on this landing page, this image has its own URL, but it can be linked to another page. This is how you build funnels. So if I say I want to link this image and this URL to a custom URL, it gives me the option. When I clicked on custom URL, it says, okay, where do you want this image? When a person clicks on the image, where do you want to send them? See what I'm saying? I could send them to another image. Let me give you an example. Let's say that was a landing page, and it is. We're about to build it, and I want to link that landing page with, let me go and look on pages. Where would it be? Create Lifestyle Freedom. That's where that would be. That's going to be Create Lifestyle Freedom. Hold on a second. Don't move. Don't anybody move. Passwords. 1 second. This is going to be cool because you're going to get a whole bunch in this. Did I come back? I came back to you all, didn't I? I came out of the screen share, didn't I?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, hold on, because this is really powerful what we're about to do. We're doing so many things all in once, but you'll be able to review this over and over and again. And as you do, the second time, the third time, it's going to get clearer and clearer. You're going to say, "Oh my goodness, I am in the money now." We're learning how to market. Okay, so. Pictures, what am I looking for? I am looking for a document. I'm looking for, hold on a second. I'm looking for vacation reference notes. That's what I'm looking for, vacation reference notes.
So this blog.
Yeah, anybody comment while I'm looking for this? You can come live and say whatever you want to say.
This blog here is like a blog on steroids.
Yeah.
And it builds lead capture pages. It builds sales pages. You have your blog with it. It'll host images. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And talk about linking another page to linking a page to another page, creating a funnel. Now
Right.
that's huge. That's powerful.
Yeah, and that's in just tonight's the first lesson. That's all in the first lesson tonight, right? we're doing some high-end stuff, ladies and gentlemen. What you have your hands on, I'm telling you, what you have your hands on is worth so much more than what you've invested in. I can't even tell you in words why did I do it that way, because I want to help people win. I absolutely want to help people win. It just doesn't make sense for us to be in the 21st century and people still having the same story. You have to change that paradigm. So at any rate, you are going to be ultimately equipped. How much you gain is going to have everything to do with how much you practice. And we're going to be whittling this down to a 2-hour a night blueprint. That's part of what we're going to be doing. I know everybody, 90% of you work, and so when I say we're whittling this down to a 2-hour blueprint, I want you to challenge yourself to start really looking at your days in advance, and what is it that I want to do tomorrow, and just make yourself say that, okay, I've got 3 hours. Doesn't have to be all at one sitting, but I've got a total of 180 minutes that I'm going to spend towards my business. And so now let me map out how I'm going to spend that 180 minutes. And when you do that, then you won't find yourself doing busy work that's not revenue producing activity.
Result producing activity.
Yeah, revenue producing activity. So, we want to make sure that those 3 hours that you're giving yourself towards building vacation, that you're saying, okay, well, I'm going to be working on landing pages. I got 30 minutes that I'm going to use towards developing my skills on building landing pages tonight. I got 3 hours. Out of that 180 minutes, 30 minutes I'm going to use doing that. 30 minutes tonight, an hour tonight, I'm going to use making phone calls. Another 30 minutes I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. And measure your time out like that. And as you do, we're going to make tremendous progress. So let me get back to where we are. Holy moly, it's top of the hour. Let's do this last thing and we're going to close out. Let's do this last thing and we'll close out, because that's enough in one day. So what I was doing is I was looking for another for a link to link what I was. Did I lose the page? Hold on a second. Let me go back and get back to where we were. That is right here. Yeah, test page. Edit. Okay, good. Pull the Hangout over on top of that, and there we are. Okay, share that. Okay, good. All right. So this is where we were. Everybody, let me know if you can see the page.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So what we were doing, when I stopped, I had an aha moment, because I said, boy, I could teach them all of this, in one night, and it won't be too much. So track with me now. We have decided to use this image in our landing page. We're building a landing page. And so I've used this image. I've put in alt text with this image that brands my call sign, Jet Set Lifestyle Pros. And so the other thing that Instabuilder is telling me is that, hey, you've got this image, and do you want to link this image to something else so that when a person clicks on it, they're redirected to something else? I said, yeah. So I'm going to link this to a funnel that I already have existing. This is going to be fun. I'm just doing this for fun, but I want you to see what's possible. So I'm going to paste that URL in here, right? So I've pasted this in here. It says create lifestyle freedom / vacation travel building influential networks. Now, let me show you that page that I'm linking that image to. This is fun. This is fun stuff. Here's the page that I just linked that image to. So when a person clicks on that image, if they're on that landing page, and the landing page has a button at the bottom of it, we haven't gotten there yet, it's a call to action button. It has its own call to action button, but if they actually clicked on the image, they're going to be led to this page. Vacation travel, building influential networks. This is a video. This is a landing page with a video that has a number of hyperlinked words and phrases that lead the person to yet another page. And if we scroll down all the way to the bottom, there is a call to action button. Hey, if you want to know more, click here and learn more. That leads them to yet another page. So this is what you call leading a person down the rabbit hole. You want to keep their eyeballs fixed on your content as long as you possibly can, by taking them from one page to another page and holding their interest, giving them something new and something exciting on each new page. So I just took that image, this image over here, and linked it to this page that is a video landing page with information, click-throughs that takes them to yet another page. So I'm turning this landing page that I'm building right now into the front end of a funnel, right? Cool stuff. So okay, so I've done everything I want to do. Now the size was an issue. It says full size is 2,000. Well, my page is only 900. Let's say I could go medium or I could go large, 720 by 360. So let's do that one. So you gave me choices. Not to worry. I told you don't worry. Instabuilder is the joint. You all don't understand. You all don't understand. So it gave me choices. It knew that my page was fixed at 900 pixels wide. So it gave me these other choices for the image that I'm about to put in, right? So I'm going to choose large, and I'm going to insert it into the page, and boom, there it is. Look at that, right? There's my image right there on the page. And so now that I have that, let me update to see what that looks like. I still don't have a title, and I still don't have, description. Descriptive ad copy, and I still don't have a call to action button. I still don't have those things. Let's just go take a look and see what it looks like so far. It's taking shape. So I've got a headline that I know is going to go up here. I could put a sub-headline or tagline right here, right? I have this space for a call to action and a call to action button. Is everyone getting where this is going? Are you seeing how we're developing this? Please unmute your mics and say yes for those of you who are still here.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep.
Right. And so was this difficult to do? You can mute.
Sounds good.
Good gracious. Mute. Good gracious. All right. So this was not difficult. This was just 4 steps that we went through. I had a whole bunch of things that I added in because I wanted to give you the detail. But this is 4 steps that we've done. So let me add another step, one more step, and then we'll save the rest for Tuesday. So, but you've got enough with this next step. You've got enough to really complete your page. So, all right. So I went back to my edit, and I know that this is what my page looks like right now. Okay, and so I have a headline that I've got to fix. I've got to fix a catchy headline. I have a wonderful image. I've got space underneath the image that I can use to develop my call to action, and I want to put a button there. I want to actually have a button that directs people somewhere else. So this was my headline area for my landing page. I have another area up here that I can use. This would be the area for a normal blog page. Well, Instabuilder allows me to develop my main actionable area here, and a secondary area beneath that image over here in this part. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the media library, and I have already uploaded what I'm going to call action buttons. I want you all to develop action buttons. So here's some examples. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Because if I tell you, it won't do you any good. If I show you, then you can't say anything but, hey, Monty, he took me in the right direction. I know exactly what I need to do. So I'm in my image files right now on my hard drive, and I'm looking for a file folder that I've titled, and I'm saying this 3 times so that you will do the same thing. Title this folder Action Buttons. Write it down somewhere. You want a file folder titled Action Buttons, right? Okay, so let me give you an example of what I mean, and that way you cannot get lost. So here, let me know when you see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's get you started. That's an action button. Claim your success right away. I can scroll through this, and you're going to see tons of action buttons in different sizes, different colors. All of these are action buttons. Some of them I built, but most of them, 90% of them, I got from Google. What did I do? I went to Google, I went to images, and then I typed in a search query that said, click here to learn more. And it brought me up a ton of images that were buttons like this. These are action buttons in different colors. Get instant access. You've seen these on pages that you've clicked on before. Now you know where to get them. Go to Google, type it in as a search query, and when you see buttons that you like, download those buttons to your hard drive in your action buttons folder. See, you're more than just, you ain't a network marketer no more. You're a marketer. You're a marketing professional. You're not a network marketer. Don't put yourself in a box. You're not an affiliate marketer. Don't put yourself in a box. You're not a direct sales for you're a marketing professional. So you need to use all the tools. You need to be able to go offline, online, use all the tools. Right? So these are examples. Register now. Click here to get started. Get started now. Look at that. See, any of these buttons, let me in now. Register now. All of these are buttons. Does he have a lot of buttons? You just don't even understand how many buttons I have. Because I'm building pages. I want to be able to take a person from one page to another page to another page to another page. That's why. So I think you get the idea. Click to get my free report. Continue the tour. Earn from anywhere. Order now. Hold on. Click to learn more. Here we go. Click to learn more. I want one of these buttons to go on this page like right now. Limited time offer. Where have we seen that before? Well, oh my goodness, it's on the live stream page. That button right there is on the live stream page. Yes, I need more info, etc., 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 right? Here's what you need to do next. I'm telling a person, pointing them. This is call to action buttons. Call to action. Order now. All right, so anyway, you get the idea. Let me get out of that. And let me go over back to where we were. 1 second. 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Don't you dare go anywhere. the learning is too good tonight for you to go anywhere. So let me go back to 1 second. We go back to the blog, to our landing page, and pull that up. Put the live stream on top of it, and screen share. Make sure that everybody's seeing. Are you all seeing my media library now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so now what I wanted to do was add a click to learn, click here to learn more. I think that's this button right here. Yes, it is. 539 pixels times 152 pixels, good size. So I want to use that button. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to go back over to my edit page, right? And I'm just going to put it right here. I need to, I'm going to put it right here. Add media. So I'm going to add media, and I'm going to scroll down my media files. You won't have nearly as many media files to scroll through because you're just getting started with building images in your media library. So now I'm looking for the click to learn more. There it is, and I'm going to scroll down and change my alt text here, in this case, to Jet Set Lifestyle Pros. And I want full size, insert it into the page. There it is. It's on my page now. Now I'm going to click here. I'm going to update this. I'm going to update because I want to see what that's going to look like. So I know, here's what it looks like. Let me scroll down. I've got the headline section. Hadn't put my headline in yet. I've got my image that I'm building this whole landing page around. It's going to tell the story. I'm going to have some descriptive text to support this image. Then I'm going to have a call to action statement and a call to action button. Well, I've got my call to action button loaded in up here now. And I'm going to hit update. Okay? And so now let's go over to our test page and see what that looks like. Let me refresh the page. And bam, there it is. So now I've got your headline goes here. I'm going to fix that. Next time, not now. I wanted to give you the A, B, and C of how to build a landing page. And I know I talked a lot, but I gave you a lot of background detail. So it's not like I just came through here and put up a bunch of things very quickly and you didn't know exactly how to go and why and so forth and so on. You have it from A to Z now. So we have, our headline. We know that we're going to develop a headline, that we have a main graphic that tells the story for this landing page. It's capturing the attention of our audience, right? And it's going to be the center of what we're speaking about. And then I've got room. I know it doesn't look like room, but I can put as much room between this graphic and this graphic as I want to. So I've got room in here that I can make to add my call to action, and then I have an actionable button that says click to learn more. Now this button right here, let me go back to my edit page. This button right here that says click to earn more, when I click on it over in the edit section, look at what happens. I have a button right here that says, that looks like a pencil, and it's an edit button. It's an edit button. When I click on this image and I say I want to edit it, it brings this call to action button up, and it says here, do I want to link this call to action button to something? Right now it's not linked to anything. I could link it to a media file, another image. I can attach it to a page, or I can use this button as a redirect to take my viewer to another page. Remember, I had the image taking them to a page. I can have this button taking them to a different place or taking them to the same page as that image earlier. So what I'm going to do in this example for teaching purposes, I'm going to send my, I'm going to use this button to send my people, my viewers, to the same place that the image is sending them to. So both the image and this click to learn more button are going to be sending them to this place. Let me paste it in here. And I just pasted it in, right? Now, this URL that I pasted in here, remember, is to this page, Vacation Travel, Building Influential Networks. It's a wonderful video that sets the stage for this whole conversation about vacation, and this page takes my reading audience at the bottom to another page to learn more. So I've just, let me go back over here. I've just built a page. Let me update this. So I added the URL that I'm using to have this button direct my viewers to another page in my funnel. See, this page is not only a landing page giving them some information, exciting their interest, but it's also going to be directing them to another page by the image and by this button. I hope that you've gotten some value out of this. Let me update this, and now that button is set. Now, how do I know that button is set? I've got an update on my main blog here, my blog platform. Let me hit this update. And now, when I go to view the page, hold on a second. Okay, now, when I go to view this page over here, right? When I view this page, if I were to hover my mouse over this button, you might not be able to see it, but it comes over here, it comes up here. I want you to look over here in the left-hand corner. Hold on a second. I want you to look right over here in the left-hand corner of this page when I hover over this button. Did you see that? Do you all see that come up? That's letting me know where this button is going to be redirecting my viewers to. Can you see it come up over in the left-hand corner? Anyone? You see that text that comes up over there when I hover over this button?
No.
Oh, you can't see it?
No.
No problem. Mute, 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 mute. Mute. Okay, thanks. I'm going to click on the button and show you. So let me click on this button and open it in a new tab, and voila, watch up here. This is where it takes people. It takes them to this page. So both the image, let me go back. So if they click on this button, it's going to take them to another page. If they click on the image, watch this. Watch this. Click on the image. Boom. It takes them to another page. And you just learned tonight how to use your blog platform and Instabuilder to build a landing page. And now we're going to open up the mics. I'm coming out of presentation mode and coming over to the Hangout. Cool. Everybody still with me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, huge.
Oh yeah, we're here.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
I'm here.
Greg, did you get some good stuff out of that?
Absolutely.
Jamal? Ernie? Glenda?
Yeah.
Good stuff? Glenda, you with me?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. Were you learning?
Yes, learning in 2-3 pages full of notes.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. So, my goal is to, I just want us to win, and there's no reason why, the statistics are what they are for the whole of the network marketing industry. We've been in this industry in the United States of America for 75 years. We've been in direct sales longer than that, but we've been in network marketing where you can recruit teams of people to help you in the distribution of a product or service. We've been in that business, for at least 75 years. Amway was, one of the early companies that really pioneered this industry. However, 75 years later, we're still plagued with some of the same things that people were experiencing 75 years ago. That should not be the case. That should not be the case. So it has everything to do with how we evolve our skills. I heard myself. It has everything to do with how we evolve our skills. And we're here to make the difference. We're here to turn the corner. We're here to help other people to understand that it's not just about getting a kit and somebody's banner, whether it's ViSalus or Vacation, and just saying vacation, ViSalus. No, it's about learning how to reach people who want a way out of the rat race, and they want to find some people that have some intelligence that are going to show them a system that replaces, what they're doing right now. There's two steps that should be in our conversation. When we talk to people, we're talking to them about income matching, because most people are on a job. So we want to show people a path for how they can match their income matching, and then replace their income in that order. Income matching and income replacement. Here's how we're going to do that. And here's how we're going to show you how we're going to develop your skills as a person along the way. We're not just going to have you going out as a duck quacking, repeating some stuff. We want you to understand, what this process is. We want you to come to this just as you would to a job. You're a professional there. We want you to be a professional here. And that means that you've got to acquire skill sets. I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it for me. It's been a wonderful hour. It's been a wonderful hour. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy, and we're gonna log out. Anybody have any last comments they want to say? Anyone?
I just wanted to tell you, Marty, that you were awesome, and that the information that you're providing is so valuable. And this is information that I have been looking for quite some time. And like you said, this is just an absolute steal to me, in my personal opinion, because for what we're paying is just a small amount just to take all of these different platforms and put them into one. So I just want to thank you just for being who you are, just for providing us with all this leadership. I just want to thank you because you are awesome.
Hey, great.
Now let's work. Let's win. Let's show some other people how. And again, I'm depending on you all to be the vanguard. There's in order for us to make a wave on the internet, we have to have a group of people that are doing the same things, right? That are making the commitment to do the same things. You can't do half of it. Like the videos. You can't do a video and then don't do a video for 2 weeks. If we're making a commitment to do videos, not only do we have to do the video every week, but there's got to be a band of us that do things. We comment on the video. We Facebook like or Facebook share the video. We tweet the video. We Google Plus the video. And there's one other that Rod will help me out. 5 things that we need to be doing in videos. It's not just enough to do video. It's making a wave in the digital landscape, and you have to have people to do that. That's why this master is so important, and that's why we have to continue filtering until we get 50 people that understand. You know what? We're trying to create social buzz. My voice by itself is not big enough. Your voice by itself is not big enough. We have to have people that understand that this is about social buzz. The way that we get people to accept this industry is that we have enough people saying a thing with enough frequency so that the average person hears it enough that they say, there must be some truth to that. Residual income is the door to wealth. Relationships have unlocked that door. I just heard 1,000 people. Now, last week I heard 1,000 people say that. There must be something to that. We've got to have that kind of reverberation. We've got to have that kind of commotion. And it takes a team of people to do that. Right? I hope you all are getting that. So, you're in the right place. We just have to apply now, and that's it. We can go on for forever. We'll see you on Sunday night. We have the 5th session on Sunday, then we have the 6th session on Sunday. Since you all are here, I might as well tell you that we've done 6 sessions on Sunday, and that's it. We're going to take those 6 sessions of video training, distill those down to those training sessions, distill those 6 down to 4 of video content, and we're going to be using that as the foundation for other people that are coming to our mastermind. It will be their fast information. For example, your teammates can bring in the communication that you want to teach the path of professional marketing mastery. We'll have 4 people that will introduce them to attract by method of attracting and online. The first session dealt with Facebook invites, and the second session dealt with notes and pages and so forth and so on. They'll do that track. They'll do the same things that you all did in the first 3 weeks. We've been together 3 weeks now. They'll do the same thing, and then those who have interest in investing in their own financial future will invest in Spark at a, I can't even, I get hollered at by certain people every time I say how much we're offering this platform. It's stupid, ridiculous. But anyway, people who have invested in themselves, they'll take this platform, they get the member site for free for the first month, right? And then they'll be on a platform that will allow them to have the tool to amplify their voice. That's how we'll roll. By the way, your investment is $25. As your teammates come in and they invest in Spark, your link, that'll be a $20 and monthly to you. So the first person that you invite into this Spark Tool Suite, it pays for your Spark Tool Suite. 100% commission. 100% commission. Everything beyond that is profit. I know that just blew your mind. I'm Greg. Where's like what? Brother, listen. We're here to show people a new way. We want people to understand that team build is the deal. That is the deal. Right? The ability for you to team build is going to be profitable. That's what we understand. That the team build is more than comfortable. It's the people that you are locking arms with. That's what's important. Right? So more on that later. I hope that everyone has gotten value. I'm going to exit. It's been a great two hours. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you on Sunday. Take care. Good night.
Good night.